By now, we all know that iPhones produce incredible looking imagery. The real question is, can you pair it with a cinema camera and make it part of a professional workflow?
Let's go.
Until now, I haven't really bought into smartphone filmmaking and always saw it as a bit of a gimmick. You know, something cool for hobbyists, but never really as a tool for professional work. At least until I got a message from DJI. They asked if I wanted to produce the launch video for their new Osmo Mobile. Regardless of which camera I would shoot it on, I would need to use a phone in order to showcase how the product works and not just how it looks. I saw it as a means to challenge myself, and the goal was simple: try to match the footage with a cinema camera. Now, this video is not sponsored by DJI, however they did give me permission to share the BTS and talk about my experience working on the production. Being a montage commercial, it meant that we had to shoot multiple scenes with multiple actors in multiple locations over multiple days. It was certainly not a project I could do by myself, so I paired up with my friend Jan Ebenezen and the Brand Mill team, plus some other friends I often work with on bigger projects. Including travel, we were at it for 12 days straight. The plan was to work with a smaller crew and use the most efficient filming setup. From conceptualization, I knew that I wanted to shoot most of it on a gimbal. I chose the Sony FX3 paired with the DJI RS3 Pro, further complemented by a set of E-mount Cook SP3s. Hands down my favorite combo right now. On the mobile side, I used an iPhone 15 Pro with the Blackmagic app, shooting everything in ProRes using Apple Log, except for some scenes where the Mimo app was required. The dynamic range is not exactly on the same level as the FX3, but with some grading magic, it's totally possible to match them side by side, and I'm really impressed by how well the iPhone sensor performs. If you're wondering why I didn't use the iPhone 16 Pro, the simple answer is that the wide lens on the 16 actually performs worse than the 15. You can Google it, but for me this was a deal breaker, which leads me to my first point. For shots where you need to shoot wide, the iPhone 15 Pro performs incredibly well. Both on the 13mm and the 24mm lens, the image is stellar, and you will be able to pair it well with almost any camera. Sure, you will miss the depth of field, but the question is, do you really need it on all your wides? Once you switch over to the zoom lens, you start to miss the depth of field, and there's a slight degradation in quality. It's still not bad, but it starts to feel a bit more like a phone. That being said, it's not a case of just point and shoot. If you want the footage to look premium, you will need to light the scenes really well or shoot in the best available light possible. When you start to enter low light territory, the iPhone quickly falls behind. All of our scenes were intentionally lit using a variety of lights and modifiers, but some were also shot using natural light. If you want to learn more about how we lit this, I have an entire chapter dedicated to this production in my upcoming lighting course. The course will teach set lighting from the ground up and explore various lighting methods from high-key commercial looks to low-key cinematic moods. I don't have a launch date yet, but if you want to be notified, you can sign up at the link below. So to answer the question, will I actually use an iPhone on productions going forward? 100% yes. On productions where I need to work fast, I will happily shoot some wides on the iPhone because it's so quick to set up. If I need a quick gimbal shot and the depth of field is not a factor, I will most likely use the Osmo Mobile over a bigger gimbal, since it's so fast and easy to use. This will also open up new possibilities when shooting in tighter spaces. At one of the locations, I got some cool wides in the elevator, but the space was incredibly small, making it almost impossible to shoot with a normal size camera. Yet it turned out to be some of my favorite shots from the production. An ND filter is an absolute must, although you have to be aware that some filters will throw off the weight on your gimbal, making it unbalanced. So you need to look for a clip-on version that is more gimbal friendly. This shoot was indeed an eye-opener, and I'm excited to see the technology evolve even more. The fact of the matter is, an iPhone takes up so little space that it's a no-brainer to keep it aside as an extra angle. If you want to learn more about color grading iPhone footage and matching it with other cameras, I'm in the process of adding additional lessons to my Resolve grading course. As always, comments, drop them down below and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.